Hello and welcome back to Bristol Sport TV. Well, it's been a tough couple of weeks, both on and off the field, with the elements certainly playing their part. Well, let's kick off, shall we, with Bristol City. And despite a first career hat-trick for Bobby Reid, City could not back up that superb 4-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday at the weekend as they travelled to Preston on Tuesday night to leave without any points. Famara Diédhiou got City back into the game with a typical predatory goal for the Senegalese striker. But Lee Johnson's side conceded just 2 minutes later and Preston managed to hold on to their lead to win 2-1. That means City drop out of the playoff places and into 7th, just 1 point below Middlesbrough.
Disappointment more than anything. I think the 2 goals we've conceded, ultimately you're going to find it difficult to win a game away from home against a good team in form like Preston. You know, if you concede 2 poor goals like we did from our point of view, give ourselves a mountain to climb in that respect. Having got back into the game with a very good goal from us, a great header from Famara, and had the ascendancy at that point in the game. And from what I remember, the last sort of 25 minutes of the game, we've controlled it. We've had good chances we've had balls flashing across the face of goal, and a draw would have been probably a fair result.
Well, the men travelled to Burton Albion on Saturday for their next Sky Bet Championship game. All tickets now sold out, but of course we will be providing all the usual live updates throughout the game on our social media feeds. Plus, of course, if you are an overseas viewer, you can subscribe to our live stream on BCTV. Well, staying with Bristol City, congratulations to their community trust, who have just been named South West Checkatrade Community Trust of the Year as part of the EFL's 2018 awards. It means that they now head to the Houses of Parliament on Monday, March the 12th, to be recognised alongside 5 other club community trusts for their outstanding contribution to community work. Well, earlier I caught up with the Trust CEO, Dan White, to find out exactly what it means to them.
It's great to see that recognised, and we've got a team of staff and volunteers who've worked tirelessly over the last 18 months to ensure that what we do as a community trust really reflects the need out in the community. And one great example of that is our youth council, who are putting on programmes within their own community that genuinely make a difference and improve the lives of those people in that community. The award is based on everything we do as a community trust, right from our education programme through to our community delivery and including the youth council. This year we chose the youth council as our showcase programme because of the fantastic work they've done setting up sessions like Mumble, our youth disability session, and some of our women's and girls programme as well. So they've really been at the core of some of our newest programmes.
Well, on to rugby, and we said it had been a tough couple of weeks. Well, Bristol Rugby men recorded their first championship loss of the season when they took on Jersey here at Ashton Gate. Their next away game is on March the 17th against Rotherham.
We have a goal of promotion. You know, we've lost our goal of being undefeated, and there'll be a lot of disappointed. There is a lot of disappointed people. So the only way to fix that is to get back to work, understand, take the learnings, and come back and come back strong again in our next game, which is Rotherham away.
And make sure you keep an eye out on the website for the latest recruitment news for next season, plus, of course, all the videos and everything you need to know about Bristol Rugby. Well, the next home fixture for Bristol is a Friday night game, just a couple of weeks' time, against Yorkshire Carnegie. And why not kick off your weekend in style by upgrading to hospitality for just £65 for a special cider and cheese evening? Just email hospitality to get involved.
Well, no fixtures for the women at the weekend, with Bristol City women having a bye and Bristol Rugby ladies having their game cancelled due to the adverse weather. Rightly so, the weather was the main talking point in the lead up to both games here at Ashton Gate on the weekend. And earlier I caught up with Stadium General Manager Ross Wormel to find out exactly what went on behind the scenes.
Straight away we're trying to identify people that live local, stewards, anyone from any department that could come in and help. We basically have a resource of a tractor with a snow shovel on the front. We have the brooms, the snow shovels, and it is literally getting the people in then. So to quantify how much hard work, blood, sweat and tears at times, but yeah, you just have to kind of go to the chain gang, so you've got the constant tools working and making sure people are getting food, having a drink, getting some rest as well. But like I say, the hard work started as soon as the snow fell, right the way through till about 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. You're not sure how it's going to freeze during the night. That's the concern, is obviously the snow is dumped, turns to ice, but there was milder temperatures due on Saturday, so it kind of starts to then look at what needs to be done in terms of the contingency. Ultimately, the safety of the stadium, so Ashton Gate Stadium and our grounds. We have to be fully 100% committed and happy that the safety within the seating bowl, within our car parks, there's no risk to people slipping or having injury. The second element is obviously police and the wider safety of the fans' welfare. People travelling to and from the stadium on the road networks, buses and trains, etc. And you're getting constant updates through our head of safety and security with the police. There's ongoing talks there on an hourly basis. Straight away on Friday, there was no immediate concern from the police in the local area. Obviously, Avon and Somerset put out their county-wide kind of reports. Obviously, deepest depths of Somerset may have inaccessible roads, but the Bristol network and the local roads were absolutely fine from quite an early stage on Saturday. And then the third element could be the referee. That's the luxury of what we've got at Ashton Gate. We've got the undersoil heating. There's a slight misconception about that would thaw out the snow, that would protect the pitch from the snow. The soil is obviously heated, so really the risk is eliminated from a frost point of view, so the soil and the grass would not freeze. However, it's kind of cocooned in a layer of ice and snow, which we need the manual labour to remove that. It is just labour intensive. You've just got to put into place moving the snow off the pitch, making the surrounds of the pitch safe, but also, like I say, the wider stadium grounds, the welfare of everyone. Yeah, like I say, a lot of good hard teamwork, and it works.
Well, to basketball now, and it was a fantastic result for the Flyers and their fans who braved the weather to SGS Wise Arena on Saturday night as they beat the Cheshire Phoenix 96 points to 93 in the dying minutes of the game. Flyers outscored their opponents by 10 points in the third quarter to build a double-digit lead before the visitors fought back in the fourth to take a 5-point lead of their own in the final 2 minutes. Adam Weary sparked a 10-2 finish for Bristol, which included Panos Mayendombe's go-ahead three-pointer in the final 17 seconds to break Cheshire's hearts.
Oh, absolutely. Especially coming out of last week with the weather conditions and all of that, that's held us back from the type of preparation that we really needed. As a team, if you get a lead offensively and you're up like 20, let's say 15, 20 points, you cannot get too comfortable, because eventually if this team, the team that you're playing against finds a way to make a run, then you're in for a lot of trouble, because if you can't find a way to stop the team from their run, then it can cause havoc later on down the line.
And keep your eyes on the Flyers website for the full-length feature interview with Daniel coming out soon. And also just a note of a fixture change. The Sheffield Sharks game has been rearranged to Friday the 30th of March instead of Wednesday the 28th. Just keep your eyes on the website for all the details.
Well, no home fixtures here at Ashton Gate this weekend. Best of luck to our teams on the road as City, of course, travel up to Burton, and Bristol Rugby ladies on the road at Loughborough. Have a great weekend of Bristol Sport.